It's Daddy D. If it ain't going down at the Bunny Ranch, it ain't going down at all.
It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. Going down.
Hello, and welcome back to the Bunny Ranch podcast. I know we took a little bit of a break there. Well, good reason. Obviously, crazy things happening around the nation between the pandemic and, well, unfortunately, protests around the nation. So, we're here. We're going to get back to our normal scheduled broadcasts. So, today, we have someone all the way out in, Chicago, right?
Chicago, yes.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, it's a person who really needs no introduction, but it's Remy Martin from the Bunny Ranch. How you doing, Remy?
Hey, babe, how are you?
I'm doing well. It'd be better, obviously, if there was tons of people around here anymore, but...
True.
Yeah. So...
The way things I know.
How are things out there?
Things have calmed down. But it's a tumultuous time around everywhere. So really just hanging in there and, just taking it a day at a time now. Personally, since when did we go on break? Like March?
Yeah, March.
Like around the middle of March. I've been at home.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know how that goes. I mean, what have you been doing to keep yourself busy? Obviously in the beginning of this pandemic, because you were pretty much, at the beginning of your tour or right in the middle? I don't remember exactly.
It was right in the middle of my tour, actually. And things got shut down. And I had to scramble to get home because I think I got home just before they really canceled all flights going to Chicago or many states. But at that point, they had canceled my flights, 4 of my flights, 2 days in a row. So I took an Amtrak train home.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was 42 hours, but it ended up being 47.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was interesting. I'd never been on an Amtrak ride before, let alone cross country. So.
Yeah, I've never done that either, so I wouldn't even be able to relate on that one.
Yeah, it was okay, though.
I mean, was it a beautiful scenery, at least, across?
Definitely beautiful scenery. God, like, a lot of beautiful scenery. However, a lot of dead spots because there are no cell towers.
Yeah.
So whether I was watching a movie, texting, on a phone call, whatever, it just went out. And it would be for hours at a time. And I didn't have books to read or anything else to keep myself occupied, considering it was a rush anyway.
Yeah.
And sitting there taking photos of, what are those? Mooses, eagles, some other wildlife. It was cool.
Well, as long as you got home safe and you're still safe, that's pretty much all that matters.
Definitely. Was a little worried. I want to say that was Sunday night. Yeah, because the property next door to me is actually a very small owned business, like a little convenience store.
Okay.
And they looted his convenience store Sunday.
Oh, geez.
And we're talking about setting it on fire. So with it being right here, like this is his building.
Oh, jeez.
This is my deck I'm on. So no one would listen about, hey, leave his business alone.
Yeah.
So forth. But at least they listened about not burning it down. Because I think I would have been directly impacted.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Property being set on fire, which is not something I want.
That's crazy. And I mean, I know, for instance, like last Saturday, Reno unfortunately got turned into a giant war zone, just like other cities. And I mean, it was pretty bad here. I mean, we had garbage, actually not garbage, dumpsters, literally tossed through into barricades and police. And I mean, luckily, like our police de-escalated a lot of it. They didn't really go crazy like some of the other states, because Nevada's not really that like gung-ho about like, attacking people that hard.
Good. We need more of that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, it's a crazy time, between pandemic and, we just saw a spike in cases in the pandemic over this last couple days. Yeah. So
considering
Yeah.
Hopefully we can really start to move forward with this. And I think more and more people are conscientious now about what's going on, even if it's not directly affected them at some point in their life. So definitely hope for a better change in the future. So
yeah, I mean,
consistent.
We definitely need it. We need consistency, and we need, everything, regular laws and uniformity across the nation for everything. But,
yes.
But enough of all that craziness, though. But, what, like, how are you staying so beautiful out there? Like, are you doing like a daily skin regimen? Are you like, doing your daily morning workouts?
No and no. Let's see. This is probably one out of the 3 times I've actually put on real clothes.
It's not the first time we've heard that.
Beyond that, I'm probably like in a t-shirt and shorts, or maybe just naked or in a robe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've been cooking, playing mad scientist with dishes, gardening, getting some plant action, and really fell in love with succulents.
Okay.
I have some of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
That my dogs keep me busy. Tank is 7 months old, and he's probably 135 pounds now. Yeah.
That's a big guy.
Yeah, he's still growing. So, let's see what else. Oh, I got back into playing my PS4, Mortal Kombat.
There you go.
So that's been fun. I think I've been playing with a couple of people, some of our customers that come in that do gaming through, what is it, the PS4?
Like PlayStation Online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hanging in there and existing pretty much.
Oh, I feel it. I mean,
I
was playing, I went back to playing Xbox. I went back to playing Grand Theft Auto, out of all things, right before all this craziness, actually. So, but I mean,
Sorry. I was playing Spyro before things went ape shit.
Yeah.
And then I got into playing Mortal Kombat because I was playing. It helps.
Hey, yeah, it takes out some of the basically any emotions at that point. I mean, I even jump onto Minecraft and build random things just to digress, so I can shut off basically all my feeds for social media, because unfortunately, being in my position for the media, I get alerts every minute there's some big broadcast or certain words hit the media. So I have to shut my email off and my messages off.
You probably have to shut your phone off completely.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I have notifications for Twitter turned off all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because each ranch has their own Twitter and all the other stuff. So I get notifications every single time someone mentions, comments, whatever. So it's pretty crazy.
I can imagine. I can totally believe it is.
Yeah. So now, how many dogs do you have? Is it just
3?
3? Yeah.
Yes.
I should have told you ahead of time. You should have just brought them on the show with you, and So
yeah, we wouldn't have a very cohesive conversation then. Honestly, they would be blocking me because there are 2 are full Great Danes, and the other is a Great Dane pit.
Oh no, I've seen some pictures. So
they're pretty big. Yeah, there's no way. I tried to do a Periscope one, and Tank wasn't even. I think he was 4 months or 5 months, and he was still just in the way and everything. And he wasn't even that big.
Yeah.
At the time. So.
Oh man.
They're my kids. They're my fur babies.
Hey, and it sounds like they're bigger than you at this point. So.
Actually, Tank he weighs more than me.
Yeah.
Alex, I still weigh more than Alex, but she's at least 110.
Oh, jeez.
And Mac is probably 105 or so.
Oh man, and you said Great Danes, so I mean they get pretty big.
Yeah, apparently Tank is a European Great Dane, so they get Up to the biggest weight is 220. And Alex is an American Great Dane, so they're a lot more slender. Europeans are like bigger and huskier because I think they're bred with bull mastiffs.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm going to be able to wait the 2 years before I get him fixed. So he can reach his full size. I'm probably definitely going to do it at a year.
Yeah.
He may hit 220 at a year.
Man. Yeah, I could yeah, you're I could just see you walking down the street with your giant dogs.
Actually,
I mean, I've
yes,
seen pictures.
and-
I've seen pictures of when you went to the, what was it? When you were walking them, and then a few times playing.
Oh yeah,
them.
I was at the park.
Oh yeah,
my
and
goodness.
and then you did like that whole series where you were at the carnival doing carnival games too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I have more videos to do. I just have to sit down and edit them.
I know it stays hard to get motivated when you don't have like there's nothing like. Yeah, I honestly I let the dishes go for at least a week, during the work week, and then on the weekend, I catch up everything. So that way I have something to do when I'm doing nothing at home, because the bars just opened and they just had to shut, and now they're open again, and the casinos literally opened yesterday. So
how is that gonna work?
well, I mean the bars are open, but nightclubs are not, so they're not allowed to have any technically no dance floors are supposed to be open, from what I understood.
Yeah.
And the casinos literally reopened as of actually midnight yesterday, so June 4th. So I watched the Bellagio's grand reopening with all the water shows going on, because that truly is beautiful moments right there.
It is. I can't imagine what it actually looks like when people start to what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. They like poker tables and blackjack tables. It's like every other seat is shut down. From what I was told, you can't touch the cards on blackjack in certain tables. I didn't read the full regulations on all that, but I'm pretty positive that's a thing. So that's a little weird because I mean, if you can't touch the cards on certain games, that's a little. But. And I know slot machines, I think it's every other machine is shut off. So it's a lot different than what Nevada's used to. And tourism, literally, people I have a bunch of friends who literally flew from LA to Las Vegas today to spend the weekend in Las Vegas on the grand opening weekend. So it's pretty crazy.
Dedication.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
I was going to go out last Friday when the bars opened. And I was like, you know what? Everyone's going to flock out there. I'm going to wait a week because I've been house hunting and everything looking for a new place to move. So I went to Reno and I was looking at apartments. And then I wanted to get home before anything went down. So
Definitely. I think Chicago, we just moved into phase 3, at least Chicago did.
Yeah.
And they're limiting some restaurants to only outside dining, which is definitely a lot harder for a lot of restaurants because they don't have this space for outside dining.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to wait. We may be in phase 4 by the end of the month or maybe the beginning of next month. It just depends on if things spike again. But considering all protests, the numbers are starting to go up now. Well,
I mean, Nevada, at least our numbers, even with the protests, we didn't have that big of a spike. I mean, and a lot of these cases could have been from tests that are coming back now that were done last week, because it takes a while before even the symptoms come. So, and
I think, go ahead.
Well, we're hopeful that phase 3 for Nevada, adult entertainment, because there's only a few things left out of the other phases, which is adult entertainment. So we're hopeful that that'll actually bring us back. Hopefully in July. We're hoping by July.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
Because
I think we just made it, or they just made it this week, actually. I think Wednesday, that anyone can now go get tested. Because before you had to show symptoms to be on the front line and so forth, or have known to be in contact with someone who tested positive. Yeah. So that will definitely be something. I can't say I'm terribly interested in if they have to do that. The nose swab?
The nasal swab. Yeah, it goes up there.
I'm not prepared for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get through it, but still.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you never know. I mean, you could be immune to the virus. I mean, there's so many people out there because there's so many different types of people. It is a possibility,
Right.
you know.
Definitely.
You might carry the special gene to save the
Exactly.
world, Remy.
Oh, no. Maybe.
She's like, maybe, but not this year. Not this year.
No, maybe not.
Oh man.
Are you guys enjoying the weather though out there?
I mean, it's gotten a lot hotter. Like a lot
Fall
hotter.
season.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. That's.
Yeah, we're usually hitting the top 80s to 90s right now, so it's pretty warm. I know my friends in Vegas and my friends in Phoenix, they're all showing like well over the hundreds.
Well,
Yeah, my buddy who's in
no.
Arizona, he's like, yeah, it's like 105. I'm like, no.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah. Wait till it cools down in what? September,
October. At this point, yeah, winter lasts a little longer every year now. So hoping October again, maybe September, hopefully we'll get back to the 60s. But I mean, each night it's still been only 40 to 50 degrees here. So, I mean, that's the nice thing of the desert. We do have cold nights. So
Cool down and warm up.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. I don't care about those. You mentioned something that's really good, and I know you're a great cook because I've seen pictures. Unfortunately, I haven't tested those foods because you guys don't have a big kitchen at Bunny Ranch, so.
Yeah.
But like, what kind of foods are you like experimenting with? Because I also experiment with a bunch of different types of foods when I cook too. But like, what are you making that are?
So my
amazing?
last thing. Oh wait, can I? Hello.
Yeah, you're there. You're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing I did, and it really was my inner fat kid saying, "Do it," was a double Irish cream cheesecake, but replacing the middle layer of brown cracker crust with Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mints,
Okay.
and more Bailey's and more Jameson, and the chocolate ganache and
Oh
the
man.
cream cheese and the caramel that I had. It turned out really well. I do have pictures.
Yeah.
I think,
You're gonna have
And
to
it's
take
so
some pictures
spicy
and then
for me.
send the recipe in, and we'll
Okay.
post it for you. But send some
Totally.
pictures. Hey, and if you record a whole video, that could work too. Obviously, we
Okay.
can't record a whole cooking show now with no one here. A great time to launch our
True,
shows,
true.
but we can still launch a show from you cooking at home, and
Yeah.
or even just a blog showing. Because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would love to try some of your cooking that obviously can't try it right now until we get back open. 'Cause we get calls every day. We get buzzers every day at all four of the properties. Are you open
Yeah.
yet? Are you open? No.
No, not yet. Almost there.
Yeah.
I guess my latest thing is I'm going to do Monte Cristo on steroids.
Okay.
So instead of the regular, the Monte Cristo, you have
Yeah.
the ham and then turkey, bread, cheese, whatnot. Texas toast instead, and double the meat and the cheese.
Go on.
Slice it, roll it in egg wash, and then roll it in ground up cornflakes, and then deep fry it. And take it out, sprinkle it with a little bit of powdered sugar and a raspberry cream cheese compote on the side. So
you have my attention. So yeah, I know what I'm going to make me when you get back here.
that.
Yep. You're going to go up there. You're going to make that. We're going to have lunch, and
We can do
then
it.
back to
'Cause
normal.
I can't eat the sandwich by myself,
Hey,
so that's why I
what I said.
told it off from
Lunch.
making it. I would be in a food coma after, probably. Definitely.
Yeah. As we're getting towards the end of the episode,
Yeah.
some of the things that kept me busy, obviously, we have the online store. So store.bunnyranch.com. If you don't know, we have tons of different stuff, all the pretty colors that premiered right before the shutdown.
Yeah, I think I saw a really nice orange
Yep.
shirt. I was like, "Ooh, I like that color."
Yeah. It was my like idea to have all these for springtime, and then Suzette handpicked the actual colors, so it actually helped out because
cool.
originally it was only going to be like 4 colors, and then she went and chose, I believe 7. I think it 6 or 7. I think it's 7 because of the black color. Because originally it was just the black with the white humping bunnies, and then it was supposed to be green and blue because those are our 2 highest requested colors, and then I want to do a pink. So, and then from there, she just kept going. So it was really cool to see her excited.
I love the variety of color. I really do.
Yeah. And they have been selling a lot too. But on top of like that, you know, I just like all the rest of the people in the nation, you know, rely on our streaming services. You know, there's Netflix. I mean, obviously you have a great picture with Netflix and chill all over you.
Yes. I did a lot
in your videos. I know those ones. But like, what shows are you like? Obviously you probably binge watch a ton of shows there, but like, what shows are you watching now?
I just started last night What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay.
And I just started and I only got through 1 episode. I had to take a break. The Jeffrey Epstein documentary. I think that's on Netflix.
Okay.
Hollywood.
I heard that was really good. I think I watched half of the first episode, then I got pulled away because I was on a lunch here. So, but definitely it looked really good. So I'll have to pick it up probably this weekend. Yeah.
I started Harlots. That's on Hulu.
Okay. That's really good.
I finished Handmaid's Tale.
Now, there's a new show that came out last Friday. It's called Space Force on Netflix.
Yeah.
Have you?
Oh, I saw the thing before. I haven't started it.
It's good. I got Serena to start watching it. She watched it last night. She said at home. She watched the first episode and she's like, "It was so funny." And it is true because it's so funny, but it's not like because I'm sure a lot of fans are going to hate me this way, but I wasn't a huge fan of The Office. I like Steve Carell, but I don't like The Office. So it was good to see a different kind of comedy style with still good comedy. So
definitely.
But I mean, I think you'll enjoy the because you like really funny shows sometimes. So
I do. We definitely laugh.
Yeah, and I mean it's a show about our government, and I used to be Army National Guard, so I saw a lot of the Army and active duty Army. So it was it's kind of funny to see because you kind of go, okay, yeah, I actually remember moments like that. There are because you know, Army liaison hitting up on his desk, playing on his phone. Then he goes, "What's going on?" "Oh, General," and he pops up. Those kind of moments, I'm like, "Yep."
To attention. Oh my goodness!
But it's just truly funny because it's a real good comedy, and they don't take jabs at the president, but they do mention certain things that like they talk about and like how like we're learning what our new stuff is by Twitter and all that, like because I like how respectable they are on that end.
Yes. Well, it's a fine line. I think they have to balance. Yeah,
exactly. Since Space Force is a real program, I think they have to kind of. Hey, it is real. It's part of the Air Force.
Yeah.
We got to stop those aliens. I mean, didn't you see Mars Attacks back a long time ago? They talk Las Vegas.
That movie, I love that. But considering it is 2020, you can't really put anything out.
The Pentagon a couple weeks ago admitted there are aliens out there. They said that there are unidentified UFOs, unidentified flying objects, and the Navy has intercepted them a lot of times, and we can't catch them. And they released videos. They finally admitted it. And it wasn't big news because COVID.
True.
Because COVID's the big story.
Seen that, but I thought it was satire.
No, it's real. That's why, like, I mean, I think it came out in the right time because now you have Space Force coming out at the same time, too. So I think hand in hand, maybe there are space aliens that we need to stop from invading the moon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. That, what else was there? The Murder Hornets.
Oh yeah, Murder Hornets.
And did they just unearthed some Mayan something? And I saw a meme, and I really do feel this way. This is not the year. Close up the tombs. Not open anything. Can we get through what we're dealing with now, please?
Well,
Can we get out of this movie.
I mean, it's like a Band-Aid. If we just rip it off all in one time, maybe we'll have just peaceful times afterwards, right?
Oh, it was truly a movie written by Stephen King, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
Absolutely
exactly.
not.
That's how I feel, because I mean, you have all of the basically Stephen King horror and suspense and drama, and then you have Tarantino's where it's just violence and craziness and explosions. Then we got J.J. Abrams over here producing it, throwing in like flashy lights and.
Yeah, no, it's waking up every day. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
I know. I trust me. Every time I walk out and like the news is on or it pops up, I'm like, we're done. Let's watch something funny. Let's put YouTube on.
Oh my God, yes, YouTube. I love cats and the animals and the cute
Fail. Oh yeah, Fail Army too. If you watch them, they have a whole animal segment where they have like animal fails, where the animal like tumbles or does something funny, like they're, because dogs when they're running on like hardwood and then they slide across. I used to actually have a dog. She'd run around the floor and then she'd slide across the kitchen floor, and she did that on purpose. She would jump and lay on her belly just to slide across. It was the funniest thing in the world.
Fun for her.
Yeah,
It's totally fun for her. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Well, so Remy, how can people really get a hold of you and keep in touch with you right now during all these times until obviously we open? Because they can still email you.
Definitely. They can still email me at remymartin@bunnyranch.com. I still check my emails.
Mm-hmm.
I still respond to them. My Twitter, which is at my Remy Martin.
Yeah.
And, oh my goodness, my Instagram. I think it's my_Remy_Martin.
I think it is actually.
I have to look again. But I'm pretty sure you can catch or click on a link for any one of those and be taken to my Twitter or my Instagram or my Bunny Ranch page and more my email.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously it's a pleasure. I enjoy talking to you when you're here. Last time when you were here on tour, I didn't get to see you for the whole beginning of your tour until like right when the day you got here, and then pretty much like right before we shut down is when I saw you.
That's what everybody says. They're like, you're in and out all the time. And I'm like,
yeah. But I mean, but I mean, normally I would see you at least more times, but it was some crazy times right before. Cause I mean, obviously we were prepping for a huge party. We were,
wild.
I want you to stay safe out there, and I want to see you soon as you get back here, and you got to make me those Monte Cristos. So
Monte Cristo on steroids.
Yep, totally. On steroids. The Remy Martin Monte Cristo on steroids. The Arnold Schwarzenegger of Arnold. We could call it the Rock. Rock. Arnold.
I like that one.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Well, again, folks, if you have any questions or need to get any contact from us, you can reach myself, James, at bunnyranch.com. If you want to ask any of the girls questions, email them directly. Or if you don't know who they are, you can email me. I'll usually be able to tell you their email. I pretty much know almost every one of them. But this is the Bunny Ranch Podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's going